have to shift to Tom Swift, which I really like this episode. There's only one point though, and I love that it's revolved around a baby, but I have to say when the baby's mom gave him over, I think it's a boy. I was like, ma'am, they just arrived at the house.
Yeah.
How you don't know them? Like, you just like protect the baby, like because I don't want them to get him. I was like, why don't they just protect you too? They can stash you in the house. I would not be doing what she did.
Oh no. And this episode was so tense, but I agree. I feel like that little setup could have been a little bit better because that kind of went through the motions and just got them from A to B. And I was like, I don't know if I'd buy this. You had like a 5-minute scene offering these people tea who you didn't know 5 minutes ago, and now you're handing your child over to them. Not sure I would have bought that.
No, but
I have to say, not to pivot too quickly, but like Zenzi, she was stressing me out in this episode. Everything that was happening with her was stressing me out.
Yeah. But she was amazing though. Like I think we're probably gonna hop all around the episode anyway because there are just many different points. Yeah. When Tom threw the noise bomb, the sound bomb, whatever it is, and she didn't make it to the elevator because she was busy like kicking the ankles out from the guards. I was like, Zenzi, girl.
I know, it's always her that she's like in danger or like in peril.
Yeah, she could have just literally just went with them. They were far enough behind her, but nope, she had to go all Black Widow on them and take them down. Don't get me wrong, it was an amazing scene, but I was like, you probably could have made it.
Yeah, I did like that it just gives Ashley an opportunity to flex some action skills. Like put it in the real Ashley. I'd love to see you in an action series or an action movie. Because they give her a lot to do action wise. And this one was good. They had her sliding down the hall too in order to escape the guards. Not the guards, the
fake FBI.
Yes, the henchmen. Yes, the henchmen. The henchmen. And that was great. But Reed, what else stressed you? Was it just the action scenes or was it the Olitz moment by the door with Eskel?
Exactly that. Yeah. Exactly that. I don't know what to make of, like, we only have 2 episodes left and she's really doubled down on this. I mean, no judgment. Do what you got to do. We all learn. I just don't know what to make of it. I don't know. Help me, walk me through it. What do we think?
I'm judging. I'm judging.
Okay, you're better. I mean, I should be there with you, but I'm just like, you know what? None of my business. You do what you gotta do.
You're like, I love you. You'll figure it out. For me, I'm like, I don't know how many more red flags this man can throw up. Because Eskel's okay, I guess. I mean, I really like the character. I think he's intriguing. I like that he's duplicitous and that he probably has some type of tragic backstory that led him to being under the thumb of the road back.
Oh, I don't care about that.
You don't?
No, he doesn't. No, I don't need anything that humanizes him or excuses him. No, I don't care.
Oh, well, no, I don't need him redeemed. Like if he died, I'd be okay. But like,
I don't want to hear it. That's my point. Like I don't want them to bring it up.
Oh, but they did with him leaning against the door, and he's like, just like let me tell you what happened. Like he's a wannabe Fitzgerald Grant, and I don't even like Fitz from Scandal, so like that's not helping him. And I just feel like Zenzi wants love so much and she's so endeared towards Eskel that she's willing to overlook it. And I'm like, but you have a good man in Isaac, which you were confused. And that's not his fault.
Oh my God, I was like screaming.
And they did such a TV thing. I said last week? Yeah, that what impressed me as far as Eskel was that he's not inherently evil. Yes, obviously now we know he's done bad things, but he's not the person at the top ordering these out. He was put in positions that he felt like he couldn't get out of. But that certainly doesn't excuse him, but at least adds a little more quality to his character. They did such a TV thing this week where he was like, I've done bad things and I want to move on. You're the only one who can help me out. And she never once asked what were those bad things. And like, he stabbed the family doctor in the car. Like, I think that might have changed her mind.
Yeah, she's not really asking the right questions, is she?
She doesn't really want to know. And I think like that's a character beat for her that's going to come to like bite her in the behind. Which I mean, that's going to make for great TV. But I just really want her to ask more questions. Like, he's sketchy. Like, she was still into him even after finding out that the Redback has been messing with her best friend Tom. And Tom's joking about it too. He's like, Tom, this isn't funny. I'd be mad.
Oh, Tom.
I know. I had update on my Rowan and Tom situation. I was endeared. I'm softening a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. All the relationship stuff, I was like, it was stressing me out, man. I don't know.
We don't really know where this show was going, and I think that's one of the best parts of it. But in an episode as tense as this, that just adds to the tension. And there was so much there. You didn't know whether Tom wanted to be with Isaac, and then he pushed him away. But Isaac actually really wanted to be with Zenzi, and then she pushed him away. And then she was like pulling the congressman close, and I was like, no, please push him away. And everything went everywhere. And I feel like this episode completely obliterated the board, and it's good to do that towards the end of the season. But I feel like we're running out of time for some important character moments that we might not see them before it ends.
2 episodes and it's it.
I know.
Well, let's not say that. I mean, it is it, but let's not manifest that it's it.
I don't know why they didn't get 13. I feel like if they got 13, we would be we'd be in a better place, because we have 2 episodes left and the Leno plot is still trying to find its legs. And I like that plot, but where's the room for it in these last 2 episodes?
Yeah, 10 episodes is an insult. That's what you give like a final season. Like Gossip Girl got 10 episodes. That's fine. But no, none of this Netflix 10 episode garbage. Sorry,
Yeah, especially when commercials are there. Well, especially because they give us commercials. It's not like it's on Netflix and you get a tidy 1 hour for each episode. We get 43 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And this show's too episodic for that, because they have to devote time to finding the ship pieces, finding his father. And this episode was a perfect example of about how it almost feels like they're doing too much. They're like, we have 2 days to save him. And I'm like, well, you have 2 episodes left. So I assume each episode is going to be devoted to one of those days. But we can't do that now because something else huge has come up. So Tom lost another one of those 3 days in whatever this debacle was this week. And he kind of wasn't worried about it. They were all laughing and joking at the end. And I'm like, give us the tension and build up a little bit more. I'm not sure it'll get everything it needs to done before the end. And because it's so episodic while also trying to devote itself to all these different subplots, it's going to be interesting to see how it closes out.
Yeah, because the banter is great, but they were also bantering when like Zenzi was writhing on the floor from the noise bomb, and I was like, y'all, we've been at 2 minutes with you 2 going back and forth. She is in pain.
I know, they took so long to deal with her, and I was like, can we talk about that? She's on the floor.
I know.
Like it was such a calm conversation they were having. They were like talking about each other's lives, and then we'll say of Zenzi, don't worry, I'm not going to let her sit there. And I'm like, but you are.
Yeah, and he's like, she's fine.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know about that, but
I know they did the same with like when the baby was in the air. I was like, Tom, I'm really, really glad that it worked out, but this baby is floating in the air.
Yeah, and I mean, I can kind of buy it because Tom takes nothing seriously, but all the other people around him did, and they were all just like, look at the floating baby, and like, someone pick it up.
He was very concerned about his shoes in the beginning, though.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
He had his priorities straight from the get-go.
One thing about Tom, he's serious about those shoes.
He is. Oh my God. I wonder what the new look is going to be in the next episode, because though there's going to be 2 men dying in the basement, we're going to have a fashion moment. So I want to know what the fashion moment is going to be.
Oh yeah. Now, if there's one thing you can rely on this show for, it's some fashion moments.
That's true.